Welcome to a new video. So after a week of renovating every day, we're doing something else today. We went into Ludvika, so our closest town, and to finally visit one of the famous Loppis. They are all over Sweden, so the second-hand stores. This one is right behind me, and we actually found something nice. So we bought 6 cake plates from the 60s, so they're real vintage and they look really cute, so I'm really happy. But we will visit a few more, at least 2 we know of. They are here in the area, so we will go there as well. So we intended to not buy a few pieces of furniture because we wanted to get them here in a Loppis, so in a second-hand store in Sweden, which are all over the place. But unfortunately we were a bit disappointed in the choices they had, especially for furniture, because there was not that much, and the things that they did have were not really our thing, or they were like really old and not really nice anymore. So yeah, so we were a bit disappointed, but still we found some little treasures. So in the first store we found these amazing cake or baked good plates. So we have 6 of them in brown, and they're from the 60s, and they're original, like really like vintage plates, and they're also originally from Sweden. It says Sweden on the back. And in another store we found this glass citrus press, which is really nice because we didn't have such a thing yet here in the house, so we really love to take this as well. And for the furniture we didn't buy beforehand. We actually then went to the Jysk store spontaneously, and then we found some really nice pieces like nightstands and a TV table, like some salon tables as well. So we're really happy with those as well, but we will try again next time when we are in Sweden to go to other Loppises as well, maybe in other towns and cities, maybe try to find bigger ones and see if we get lucky there, maybe find some additional pieces of decoration for the house.
So we got 6 cubic meters of wood delivered. We might have been a little bit we might have went a little bit overboard with it, but I was like, yeah, but we come back in January and we'll be here full time for 2 weeks, and then in March it can still be very cold. So I just wanted to have enough, because I asked ChatGPT like, how much wood do you need for a week and whatever. And so I was like, yeah, we need to have enough for when we're here and it's really cold. So it was delivered. It was like poured into our garden, the whole big pile of it all. And then we needed to wheelbarrow it all the way to the shed, which is like, I don't know, 50 meters away, because it's quite at the end of the garden. And at first I was like, my God, this is so much. How are we going to do this? Or not how, but how much time will it take? And it was raining a little bit, drizzling. But it's the same with a lot of the chores that we've been doing here. It is so refreshing to just be working with your body outside and not be in your head, because you're focused on wood, wheelbarrow, piling it up. And I don't know, it was like a mindful exercise or something. It was so refreshing. I loved it. Even though it was like, it takes some energy, but it's different energy. You are like, at the end, when we piled the whole thing, I was like tired bodily, like physically, and not mentally. And it was the same with painting, or with doing, like, I was painting the kitchen. It took like 3.5 hours to paint all the walls for the first coat, and I was like, oh, I just spent 3.5 hours and I didn't even feel time passing by that quick. And that's the same with the wood. It was just being outside in your element, just focusing, wheelbarrowing, piling. I don't know. It was really nice. I loved it. And Nala loved it as well, because she could help. And Nali? Yeah, you loved it with the wood, eh? Yeah, you loved it. You loved helping with the wood.
Good morning. I'm in Borlänge again. As you can hear, there's traffic. There's a big city. It's the biggest city in Dalarna. So I've been here a week before to get my samordningsnummer, the coordination number. But today I have an appointment at the bank to get finally a bank account, a Swedish bank account. I applied for it already at home in beginning of September or so. Then it was rejected because I didn't get all the documents they needed, and I sent it back again. And then that time they accepted it, but they needed a document from the realtor like a week ago or so, when they called me. And the realtor sent them the document directly, and then they made an appointment with me here in Borlänge. They sent me the details, and now I have an appointment at 10 a.m. and I'm just walking over there. Wish me luck that I finally get a Swedish bank account. Got it. It works. I have my Swedish bank account. Finally. Yay. And it's not even that expensive, actually. I think it's like 15 euros a year, because I only use like the basic functionality, and then I only have to pay for the internet functionality, because I want that to be able to do everything from home. And because I don't have bank ID, because I don't have a personal number, I have like this small device. It's like an old school thing. We have also something similar. We had that back in the Netherlands and also in Germany. Not anymore, because now it's with your phone as well. But since I don't have bank ID, I cannot use it because I don't have personal number. I need to use the old school version, which is fine. But now I can also use that to identify myself if I need to call them or whatever. So I don't have to go back into an office anymore. So I have a way to identify. And we were trying to log myself in. I could also download the app from the Netherlands App Store, which is great, because that's not always the case with apps from other countries, but the one for SEB definitely works as well. But I could not log in, but she said, yeah, sometimes it takes like a few hours or a day or so for the system to fully register. We double checked that my account is opened for internet banking, and also that this device is correctly linked. We tried it together a few times, but it didn't work. So she said it should work, and I should try it tomorrow. And if it's then still not working, then I need to call them and see what we can do about it. But I'm happy. I have Swedish bank accounts.
Okay, I have to share this. We love going to supermarkets and finding new things, and this is actually Tim's find. And it is a raspberry candy, but it is a salted raspberry candy. And I was like, wait, what? I know they have a lot of salty licorice here in Sweden, which we love because we have that in the Netherlands as well. But this is truly mind-blowing for me. This is like one of those times that you eat something new and it is a new experience. Like sometimes you've had flavors before, combinations before, but this, salty outside, it just, bam, hits your face, just like the Swedish jungle fall licorice, salty licorice, which is amazing as well. But this, that salt, and then that, after the first initial salt, the raspberry flavor comes soaring through. And that combination, I bought 12 packages. A few of those we'll be handing out to friends when we come back home. But of course a few for ourselves as well. And when we come back next time here, this is the first thing I'm gonna buy. And the candy as well, because like at one point the salt works out. But then the candy that stays, the raspberry candy, is also so nice. I love this. Get the Ferrari salted hallon, they call it here, hallon, which is a raspberry. Wow. On the Wednesday night of the second week, we treated ourselves to some amazing Greek food in Ludvika. This was our way of celebrating the end of the hard work because all the renovations that we had planned were done, and the next 2 days were more preparing for our final stay. So next week we'll show you the full results. See you then.